This is American art. So is this, and this, and this. If you didn't think of something along those lines, that doesn't mean you were wrong. The person who came before you likely thought of something different as well. What made you think of a work of art as distinctly American? Was it the subject matter? The style? The artist? In truth, the list of what makes a work American is pretty extensive. To put it simply though, American art is influenced by the culture, history, and beliefs of the American people. So what you pictured was likely shaped by your experiences in those areas. Perhaps by what you've read in textbooks, heard about in lectures, or seen in other museums. The professors, authors, and curators of these collections have a heavy burden. How do they know what topics to teach? Which stories to tell? Whose art to display? There are as many stories to tell and topics to teach as there are voices in this country. The authorities and experts in a field are just a few of those voices, and what they choose is often impacted by the trends or philosophical frameworks of that time. Different eras produced different types of art, wherein different styles and subjects and even artists were valued differently. Those trends determined what stories and artworks were prominent, highlighted, and praised. As a result, the work museums put on display may or may not highlight what doesn't fit in that spotlight. This is where you can come in. Your curiosity can help fill in the gaps, build bridges, and uncover the unknown. When you encounter a work of art, start by asking questions. Start with what? What's there? What's missing? Then where? Where can I learn more? Next, try who. Who can lend insight? Maybe why? Why is it this way or why is it not? And most importantly, ask how. How can I grow? How can I learn? Questions hold institutions accountable for their choices, and in turn make room for more stories under that spotlight. It's easy to promote your own experience and recognize whether the art you engage with represents you. But does it represent the person standing next to you? When you encounter art in places like the classroom or a museum, consider the angle in which the content is presented. Listen for whose voices are present, and take note of who may be left out. It is impossible to hear or highlight everyone's voices all the time, but that doesn't mean any one voice is more or less valuable. Be curious about stories other than your own. Seek to hear from different voices, and keep asking those questions.